So a lot of you have been asking me to share my rebirth story, so here it is in a couple of parts. I didn't grow up with any religion, I was spiritual, and I had actually said to my friend what I believed, and they said, you know, a lot of what you believe is in the Quran, and I said, what is that? So I sat them down for hours, and I asked them questions about Christianity and all that stuff. I actually went to the mall one day when I was having nightmares again, and this lady came up to me and she said, are you spiritual? I said, yes. And she said, do you have crystals on you? And I said, yes. And I showed her my crystals, and she said, don't buy into this new age meditation of opening your chakras and listening to frequencies and sounds. She said, because a jinn is attached to you. And that's the second time that I've actually heard that word. I had a jinn visit me back in 2015, and it was one of the scariest moments of my life. Now, I've actually also had an angel visit me in my dream back in 2013, 2014. So I've had both experiences. Now, she had said to me, she said, and she gave me Ayatul Kursi and the 3 Qurs. So I added it to my YouTube playlist and my nightmares went away. And I was like, maybe this is just a coincidence. So I decided not to play it one night, and I had this dream. And there was this living room, and there was a room in front of it and a room behind it. And there was 2 women, and they were both twins, and they were scarred women. And I've never actually had a scarred woman in my dream before. So I go into the living room, and I never looked back at the woman behind in that room. It was more like I trusted her. And the room was dim, so I wanted to turn the light switch on at the front of the room. So I walk to the front, and I reach up and I yell out the name Elsa out of nowhere, and I fell to the floor. I missed the light completely. And she comes out of the room, and she comes up behind me, and she puts her arms up underneath me like this, and she's holding me. And now when I had the angel visit me, she held me in such a different way. This was nothing like it. And so I got scared, and in my dream I reach over and I grab my phone to pick up and so I reach down in my dream and I grab my phone and I go into YouTube and I type in AYA, and she sees me over my shoulder and she starts strangling me in my sleep. So she had one hand on my lungs and one hand on my throat, and I thought that I woke up screaming my whole house awake. And so that was really my milestone of, okay, what is it about this prayer that is so scary to the unseen? Why was this protecting me? And after that, really my journey to Islam was so simple. I started learning how to pray like a Muslim. I thought of it from a spiritual perspective of the third eye chakra and like submitting and grounding that wisdom, that knowledge to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every single time that I prayed, there would be something that would be supporting me, some gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to give me. And so the beauty of Islam and everything that I went through just came together. Everything that I needed questions for was answered in this one book.